Greetings and God bless. I wanted to share a thought. So I'll get, you know, pie or something, pre-made at the grocery store, and it's all right. But then I will buy like frozen fruit, frozen mangoes, pineapple, black cherry, whatever, and it's totally good. And it's better than like getting a pie or a pastry or whatever. And when I was growing up, like the real fruit part was the main part of like a tart or something like that. And yes, I've had memorable pastries, you know, made with perfect apricots, in France and whatnot. And yes, that is wonderful. But for an ordinary, like having a dinner at breakfast kind of a meal, because that's kind of what I prefer. I'm not a like pancakes or cereal in the morning. I like dinner for breakfast. Um, but yeah, like, and I have a sweet tooth, and I find that like I ate this entire bag of frozen fruit, black cherries, but it's been mangoes or whatever. And I know some people would be like, "Oh, well, it's not seasonal," and blah blah blah. And yeah, there's probably something really to that. But to those who are less strict, I wanted to put that out there because even buying like sometimes like to try something new. So in the gourmet food section of a grocery store, it'll have like quince, which I'm not exactly sure. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, but it's kind of like makes me think of a tangerine meeting a pear kind of a thing, or maybe I don't know, a nectarine meeting a pear, meeting a tangerine. But anyway, so I'll get one of those little jars in the gourmet food section by the cheese or whatever, and I'll just eat it like a treat. So you know, I think like pastries started as a way of making fruit stretch, and but if we're really going to be healthy and abundant, you just eat the fruit without the pastry. I mean, sometimes the meal calls for like a starch and stuff like that, but I just wonder if pastries were this distraction from the lack of the real food that mattered. But I don't know. Anyways, I just want to say, if you have a sweet tooth, uh, nobody ever really suggests like go to the frozen food section and buy some black cherries or mangoes or pineapples or blackberries or blueberries. Like I do that with blueberries. Blueberries are really good for your brain. And they're, I know I understand some people have blood sugar issues, but I believe blueberries are could be an option for some folks. But for those who aren't dealing with very strict diets and stuff like that, I just think and if you have a sweet tooth, like it's amazing some people are able to not eat, and God bless you. That's praise the Lord. That's amazing. But I do need. I guess I get some comfort from eating and stuff, and so I'm not somebody who fasts or fasts from fruit easily. So or fast from sweets. And I just think like eating fruit, um, is a good substitute. And that brings me to, yeah, you could get one of those little trays of blueberries, fresh blueberries, blackberries. Of course, those can be a little bit more expensive because it's fresh. So I do like the frozen food section because sometimes it's cheaper. But for those who aren't on a budget, yeah, that fresh might be better. If you're not somebody who's going to easily, like, eat your frozen, eat your fruit soon. Frozen is better because I had a family member who would buy the little trays of raspberries or whatever, and they would get moldy before he finished eating them. So, yeah, if you're not somebody who's, has that top of mind and working on your fresh fruit, it's going to spoil before you get to it. So, frozen is probably a good idea because it's just there when you think of it rather than languishing in your vegetable drawer. So, anyways, thanks for letting me share, and thank you for watching, and God bless.